Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. This is probably my last Christmas project, so I wanted to use my favorite stamp set all bundled up. I don't know if it was that popular this year, probably because it didn't have dies, but I love the drawings. I love the little guys. So that's what I'm doing today. It's a pretty inexpensive little project. It measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/4 by 3/4, and it will fit Ghirardelli squares, but in here I put 2 of the chocolate snowmen from Dollar Tree. I ate one, so there's 2 left. They come 5 to a pack for $1.25. And I figured I would do a 2-pack, so it's about 50 cents. Plus whatever supplies you have. Now, you don't, of course, you never have to do it with the decorating. I do it, but that's how I did it. I also used the decorated pine dies, this piece here for the background. Alrighty, so what we need for this project is a piece of the Sweetest Christmas DSP, or any DSP you like, that is 7 by 6. Alrighty, and I got a piece of cardstock to reinforce the lid. I just like it to be a little different color. That is 2 1/4 by 3/4, and I rounded the corners here. We need some basic white for stamping and this die cut from the decorated pine dies. Alrighty, so we're going to start with our piece of DSP and my Simply Scored. Okay, we're going to start on the 7-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 3, 3 3/4, and 6 1/4. And we're going to turn it to the 6-inch side. So you can get 2 of these out of each of your pieces of DSP. Okay, and we're going to score the 6-inch side at 3/4 and at 5. And that's it. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold and burnish. I'm not going to push down as hard as I do with the cardstock, just lightly. Okay, so how we have this is the skinniest rectangle is on the left. There is a 3/4 inch strip on the bottom and the right, and there is a 1-inch strip at the top. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, all right. So we're going to start on the left-hand side. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge up into the skinny rectangle above it. Go to the next score line. It's hard to see even for me. Cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of that square there. Okay, we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge this square here. Okay, now we're going to turn it to the other side so that our skinny rectangle is on the right side now. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3 score lines over and cut it to the first score line. And then we're going to take these 3 pieces off. Okay, now we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into the skinny rectangle. Okay, and then we need our corner rounder. I have a 1-inch, but it really doesn't matter what size. And we're going to round the corners of both sides of this flap. Okay, and that's what your DSP is going to look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, and then I'm going to get some tear and tape, and I'm going to put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle next to the score line. Okay, I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to take the backing off. We're going to flip it over, flip over the side with the tape, and flip the other side over to meet it. Okay, so this is our back here. So we're going to put the sides in and the back, and this is where we're going to put some more tear and tape. It's not very heavy, so I'm just going to put one on the edge. But if you're going to put something a little more heavy, maybe put two. And just peel the backing off. Make sure your sides are nice and straight. And put that down, open it up, and just push down with your bone folder or your Take Your Pick tool to make sure it adhered well. Alright, now we need our snowman. Now I'm pretty sure that two Ghirardelli will fit, but I think the double pack should fit also, the one that comes side by side. Alright, so I'm going to put my two snowmen in. I'm going to squish down the bottoms because we don't want our hole punch to punch through them. Alright, I'm just going to squeeze the top closed, just like that. And that's our general box. Alright, so let's just take this piece of cardstock. This is real red that is 2 1/4 by 3/4, and I rounded both sides of one edge. I'm just going to glue it on to the top flat, just so that it has some definition, something a little different than the rest of the box, since it's all DSP in the same pattern. Okay. Now we need a small hole punch. I'm going to make sure that I push down those little extra pieces and then pinch it. And I'm going to put 2 holes through all the layers. Okay, this is a 1/8 inch. You can use a 1/4 inch if that's all you have. Alright, now I'm going to use this garden green ribbon. It's from the 3/8 inch Real Red and Garden Green Ribbon Combo Pack. Okay, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to feed it from the front to the back and then the back to the front. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie a nice bow. Okay, I'll just clip that off. Okay, and then at this point you can put whatever decorations you want on it. But I'm going to start with this branch here of pine, and we're going to put it about like this. Okay, so I'm going to get my silicone mat. Oops. And flip it upside down. And some liquid glue. And a piece of sponge. And I'm just going to hold it tight and then just pounce it on the pieces, hopefully not moving from their spot, so we don't want it to get on the front if we can help it. Okay, and then I'm going to just put this down like that. And then I'm just going to clip the end right off at the edge. Okay. Okay, now we need a piece of basic white, and we're going to use the little raccoon guy and some Tuxedo Black Ink. And I've already fussy cut him out. Now we only need 3 colors, light and dark Smoky Slate and dark Real Red. So I'm going to take the dark Smoky Slate and I'm going to do around his eyes. and the V on the top of his head here. And then I'm going to make a little line under his arm, and I'm just going to do the inside of his belly. Okay, and then the first stripe and the third stripe in his tail. And then I'm just going to do the rest of the raccoon with light smoky slate. Okay, and then I'm going to make just his hat, not the pom-pom, but his hat and the scarf with dark real red. Okay, and that's it, not too hard. All right, then I'm going to take dimensionals. I'm going to cut the side of one of my sheets in a long, about a 1-inch strip, maybe short, maybe a little shorter. And take the side off, and I'm going to put it where his arm is, just because I don't want it to get folded back. And then I'm just going to add some more dimensionals. Okay, then I'm going to put them down to the left, to the bottom left kind of, so that the bow kind of shows. And I'm going to take some Wink of Stella, and I'm going to put it on his hat and the pom-pom, and then on his scarf. Make it nice and sparkly. Okay, and for the final touch, I'm going to use some real red Rhinestone Basic Jewels, sorry. I'm going to put one up there. I'm going to use 5 total. 2, oops, 3, 4, and 5. And that's 5. Okay. If you have any questions, my email is below. The link to my shop is below. There are still some last chance items left. And the link to my blog that has all of those measurements on it. Thank you so much for following me this year and for purchasing. I appreciate it so much. My channel has grown, and I appreciate all the support. Alrighty, have a wonderful holiday and New Year. And I will see you maybe next week. Alrighty, bye.